Alrighty. Feel faster. Fail 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 faster. Let me drain your fountain. I need the pump room. There's. I need some of these threads that I want to follow up on to materialize again. The RNG is here to get me. Okay. Let's see what today's things are. I would like to make it a building full of holes and then get my coat check shovel back. And then dig up all the holes. That'd be nice. But I would also settle for just making it an easy run in some way. Shelter doesn't hurt. Adds 8 classrooms to today's draft pool. What does that mean? Huh. Okay, well I have to know what that means. We can leave the root cellar for a future run. If I don't put the coat check in, I can just keep the shovel there. Let's find out what the classrooms are. That's like an overwhelming number of a single type of room. Herbie. Is there a furnace in the middle of the classroom because it was just cold or something? Interesting little depressions they have. Within a timely manner, get it? Because it's the mansion-y thingy and not the other word. I'm pretty sure it's normally spelled the other way around. Book belts. Wow, that's a concept I never had to live with. Closing address. For the last 38 years, it has been my pleasure of serving as your schoolmaster in this humble little facility. And meager as it may look by modern standards, I think most of us who spent our afternoons here will readily admit that we are reluctant to see this small piece of Reddington history go. I first wish to thank Lady Epson, our most gracious host today, for not only paying attention in my classes those many years ago, but for all the fundraising she has done on behalf of our community and our children. Without her, Reddington Elementary would still be a distant and blurry vision, a vision that I dared not even dream. That dreamer is, of course, the incomparable Mrs. Peterson, our future principal and my reluctant successor, who I might add, forced me to give this speech, so I think I'll end my praise of her there, though she deserves much more, I'll admit. To the architect of our new school, the Baron Sinclair, thank you for following in your father's footsteps in building Reddington yet another school, and for also allowing the use of your own private residence and floor plans to serve as our interim facility until the new campus is completed in March. A decision, I'm certain, he will immediately regret tomorrow morning when he hears the children running through his halls. And lastly, I wish to thank all my students, many of you here today, whom I have not seen in years, whose faces I still remember as young and manners wild. Those here whose parents before them I have also taught, and whose children I may yet. Without you, I would have had a lifetime of quiet peace, and yet what is all the peace in the world if you have no one to bestow demerits upon? Thank you all, sincerely. My time here has meant the world to me, and if I am still standing in 8 months, I will see you all at the slightly less melancholic ribbon-cutting ceremony next year. Better joke to end? Remember to give Mrs. Peterson her gift. So it's the closing of the entire thing. That's interesting. Because we had the historical thing going on. With the what was it? The local landmarks book we read through mentioned there was a school here that closed down. And now ever since it closed down, you haven't really had access to this area if you're a random person. Ooh. Have I been missing these in the other rooms? Oh, god damn it. There's more than 4 of them, right? Which ones? So the first one I ever did had the first one, the hovel, right? So there's 4 furnaces. 1 in the hovel, 1 in the school. Was there 1 in the shelter? I don't think there was one in the shrine, because the shrine didn't really have anything of interest. It would have really stood out there. Yeah, I can't guarantee that the one that causes holes and the shrine didn't feature that. Sorry, not the shrine. The one that causes the holes and the shelter, one of those might have had a gas stove thing. Okay, worth considering. And here we are. We have our 2 starting gems, as promised. So we start with a bit of a head start here. Okay, so now the pool is full of classrooms. So this is promising to be a unique run, because there's going to be some kind of special room. But I don't know what its effect is going to be. Something happens when I flip all 4 of those. I didn't forget. I forgot until just now that that's where the other one came from. It was from the hovel. So it's the starting room that causes the fires. Got it. A little bit of a tough start. Hallway lets me split into multiple rooms, I guess. Bride and Bridge. Yep, there it is. We have that one already. Key. Nice. That's the one free key that we have now. A classroom. They require gems. While drafting in classroom, you may draw new floor plans 1 time for each drafting room in your house. And it has the drafting icon here. So each classroom increases the number of new draws I can make in the next classroom. That's fairly powerful. And this one doesn't let me go. Oh, it does let me go left. I misread it at first. I kind of wish you could rotate them, unless I've been missing that you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Except that 8 is sideways like an infinity. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. No surprises there, but the 8 is weird. That's an infinity. Grade 1, I assume every time I build a new one, I get a higher grade number, and that tells me how many I have, and that affects how many RNG rerolls I get to do. There's an apple for the teacher. Color worksheet. Fill in each object below with its correct color. Blue, green, yellow, orange, red, and purple. My favorite color is blah, blah, blah. Okay. Can I actually do it at all? No. That's orange. See, that's a blueprint, grapes, broccoli. 3 flags. They have their own innate colors, but we don't know what they are necessarily yet. The wagon is red, yellow. Yeah. What color is the lizard by default? Green, I guess, is the cartoon lizard, but not a lot of lizards are actually green. What'd this person do? You must really like red. 2 out of 12. So the wagon and the fire hydrant are red. Everything else is not red. These 3 flags. So they're wrong about those parts. This person only did 1 color. B plus 10 out of 12. Okay, that's interesting. Which ones are wrong? So 2 of the flags are wrong and 1 of them is right. So we can figure out the flag colors potentially. 12. Did everyone else? I always have to worry if they got something wrong. 9 out of 12. 10 out of 12. This person said that the lizard is purple, and that the blueprint is not blue. It's yellow. I assume the lizard's supposed to be green. But if they got 3 wrong and 2 of them are those, then that means that 2 of their flags are correct for Freddy. Each color is only used twice? Oh. There's a rule? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. So using blue multiple times was wrong. Okay, so none of the flags are blue because the... First of all, each color is only used twice. That should be in the instructions. Rude. So blue is off the table because there's 2 blue things. So the blue flag is wrong because none of the flags are blue. And they got 2 things wrong, and the lizard's wrong, right? So 2 of their flags are right. Colors. Okay. So I think between the 3 of them, I could figure out what the flags are. It was just one of the flags. There's a red flag in the room. But none of these flags are red, because we know that from this guy. Assuming fire hydrants and other things are culturally the same, which is a bit of an assumption. I don't even know if this takes place in our reality. Purple, orange, blue. The top left one. Okay, so blue is wrong, and this is wrong. Let's do it. So that's orange and purple are the correct colors, but the top left one is not blue. Is it orange and yellow? Orange on the top right, purple on the bottom left. So that's correct. Those are both, but that's wrong. That's wrong. These 3 are wrong, so that one's yellow. Right? Because it's orange in the top right, right? Yes. So yellow, orange, purple. They flipped these 2, and that's the only thing that RJ got wrong. I might as well fill this in somehow. Let's see. A flag. Mountain. Yellow. Heart. Orange. Hourglass. Purple. Don't know what to do with that, but they made it solvable, which just makes me think that I need to know that. So we'll see. Is there a way to input it anywhere? Let's see. Classroom puzzle. Can you find the difference? Tub. Bat. Bat bath. Okay. I don't think I have this one yet. Nope. Bat. Bath. It's the letter B. Okay. We have so many goals at once right now. Losing my mind a little bit. Okay. Can I solve the sheet somewhere? There's a blank one, but I don't have the ability to write on it, I don't think. Is that a blank globe? Yep. 3 inkwells. Or painting or whatever, but also seems non-interactive. You really like red. Wow, Caleb. Okay. I'm gonna move on. But I know the answers to the flags, I guess. And we'll see if that ever is information I can use or not. Code check. We're gonna ignore that because I don't want my shovel right now. Because I want to save it for a run that's built for that. Library seems thematic. Also, every classroom gets more powerful because of this type of building. So this library will make my classrooms more powerful also. Clock and lock. We definitely have this one already. Yep. I have a lot of the bottom of the map filled in because we keep only being here. Coupon book. Ah, every purchase is cheaper. Those small objects make me paranoid what I might be missing sometimes. Okay. Swim Bird by Marion Marigold. Let's keep going in order, I guess. Let's get made fun of. Let's get roasted by the records over here. What's a particular room that I keep failing to place? That is probably holding me back progression-wise. First item checked. Compass. My first claim ticket. Okay. Top 3 checked items. Lucky rabbit's foot and shovel. I guess I did the rabbit's foot twice then. Since the compass doesn't qualify at all. How does the compass not count? There's a blank one. I don't know how those have been counted. My favorite floor plan. It's useful. I wonder if it up... Oh yeah, most drafted is my hallway. I wonder if they upgraded it because it's my most used one. Like if they're being nice like that. That'd be kind of nice of them to do. Most time spent in, study, security, library. Oh yeah, the study's where I stood for a long time drawing the room. I also might have not been paused the entire time, so I might have permanently damaged my metrics there. Security, yeah, security is worth buying usually. I always make the hallway, the den, and the parlor, yeah. Contraptions I've made. Don't know what that means, which is worrying in its own way. Largest purchases, running shoes. Maybe one day. Most avoided floor plan. The laboratory, the greenhouse, and the walk-in closet. I'm sorry. Okay, so laboratory, greenhouse, walk-in closet. That's worth keeping in mind. Highest grade in the classroom so far, 1. Oh, that's a whole page. They're just gonna judge me on how many classrooms I place. Okay, let's try to finish. Let's try to do a full classroom run. It might be hard though because you need a gem each time, I think. Let's see how many classrooms I can place this run. Conference room? It fits with the shape of the that I need. Yeah, because we want to be able to turn left. Servants' quarters is trash because I don't have any bedrooms to generate the keys with, unfortunately. But it's good to know it's in the pool because the classroom's it's a powerful item. Spreading. Yeah. They said that red notes are lying unless they're red. And all their notes are in the fucking safe. So, what is their password? It's P and peak. We know that one. I don't think there's anything to reveal on that note. And all the other notes have been taken to the safe, apparently. Okay, well, I'm now safe to just put whatever I want in the southern direction, so let's just put anything. Although, hopefully I'll reach the corner. The chapel. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's dump the chapel. Fuck the chapel. It's great to get out of the way in the corner down here. If there's money, there is. I should not pick it up till I'm on my way back, so I don't have it taken from me. A nook is pretty good. An office is, yeah, office is, I need 2 gems though, damn it. Yeah, I have this entire corner filled in. I have these 6 filled in right here, and these 6 filled in right here. So this entire chunk is all filled in with the clues. And then this is all filled in, but this one's missing. These ones are missing. It's pretty far along. I wish I could show you, but it's physical notes. Trying to record the note-taking process for something like this is technically on the table, but it's a huge pain in the ass, and it makes things much slower too. Corridor is kind of a waste here. It wouldn't hurt to get rid of the dark room so I don't have to see it in the future. But the dark room is pretty useful for being able to have access to so many directions. And if I have the breaker access to that, then I can turn the lights back on. And I still want to view what's on it. I'm tempted to get the storeroom and then lose the dollar, unfortunately, but then loop back around. We're gonna lose this coin, unfortunately. To the point where it's like, I don't even know why I pick it up necessarily. This is the first room I figured out, right? The pin and the pine. There's no way to get the coin out of here without losing it, though. Because I don't think there's any way to disable the chapel. If I lose a coin on the way in, blah, blah, blah. But I won't lose these ones on the way out, and I have no reason to come this way again, so I get to keep these. That's a decent amount of money. Do I have the... I thought I had 1 coin and then lost it, but I just picked... Was that a stack of 5, maybe? Maybe. So I can head north from the conference room, or I can keep going... I can go back to the west, maybe? Let's see. If this becomes a dead end really abruptly, I'll feel silly for turning back. For having turned back before. Puzzle is tempting, but big money is nice. But we need gems. Anything that makes gems is good, because I need to be able to generate as many classrooms as possible. I'm trying to succeed at that, because the game has proposed it as a particular challenge. There's 8 in the pool. The box next to this box contains gems. Or a box, which can only be that one. Both boxes next to this box contain gems. That can't happen, can it? A box next to this box is true. Can't only one of them have gems? At least one box displays only true statements. At least one is always false. Only one box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. So, both boxes contain gems. It has to be false, no matter what, in all systems. And this one says that one's true, and we know it's false. So this one's false. So this one has to be true. A box next to this box contains gems. So it's this one contains the gems, even though it's false. Sometimes I almost fall for the idea of putting the key in the one that I find out is true, but that's not the answer. Ta-da! Alright. Sand and... Yeah, we have this one right? Yeah. Bedroom, security. Oh, it never hurts to get security. My bias for security is almost comical, because it's very true that not all runs that I have even end up paying off me doing security. There's a key. Stick. Branch. Fire. Hold. Hold. Did I get this one already? Glow and grow. Oh, I did get this one already. Unless I'm wrong about that. Okay, so I can't get through there until I get my security card, unfortunately. But I can make these less common for now. Okay, that doesn't hurt. Okay, the game's calling me out for constantly placing this room. Don't be locked. A den is another gem. None of these will let me turn right to go any northern-er, which is not great, but the den gives me another gem. Anything good in here? 2 dice for re-rolling the room. Okay. Not bad. And a fairly large amount of money at the moment. Do I have this room? No. It's the weird one. Oh, stage and sage. That's a plant. Damn. That's a little more specific than I would expect them to go. Which is a little scary, because I could be in... I could struggle with that. Okay, stage and sage. The letter for here is S. Okay, that just dead ends, and that just dead ends, so dining room? Not an amazing use of dining room, but it's fine. I don't think I want to use a dice until I'm actually in more trouble than this. highway, road, path, fishing rod, road, and rod. Okay. I need to have more goddamn discipline when I write R's. I'm so bad at writing R's. My tragic flaw as a person is I can't write R's. Keep coming out as B's because I scribble too hard at the end. And it looks too much like a B. I'm like, that's gonna be a problem later. Then I try to fix it by drawing over it harder as an R, and then it looks a little too much like an A, and I'm like, Hope future me can tell what this is. Road, I mean, in this case I can, because road and rod are there. I'm writing the words too. Yeah, might as well head south just to see how the rest of this area is gonna connect or not connect to the other stuff, because otherwise I don't have to bother looping all the way back around. Whenever you drop to bedroom, gain 5 steps. Bedroom for that purpose too. I don't need to connect to the den because I already have the den, and I can't go back down to the hallway and everything, so I might as well put the nursery here. Because now I'll get a bunch of steps. And that. Now that I know about the magnifying glass bits, it's worth double checking to see if Marion Marigold's book had things I should highlight. It's the guy who likes red so much, right? So he's in the classroom too. The one who always likes red. Wait, I don't see any garbled text that I need to zoom in on. Maybe that? Is that the prince had a love for all the things red? Okay, yeah, that's just the text from earlier. So that's just the earlier page, which is cute. Okay, so I don't think I need the magnifying glass to uncover any secrets on that thingy. Tie and tier. Did this one already? Yep. Head back north. Closet's a dead end. Corridor is a little awkward, but it's not a dead end. That's dead end. Oh, I think I'll take the corridor. I would like another chance to go north overall, because without enough chance to go north, I might get in trouble. Because the paths going left might get stuck trying to go around the nursery and not make it. I really want to turn right so that security is not my only path north, because security is blocked by a security door. I need some water. Okay, commissary means that I can buy something, a tool, which would be good to have access to. Pantry's more money. Commit. Cot and coat, right? This is over 1, up 3. So I draw the copyright symbol. Yeah. Okay. Magnifying glass can be good. Sledgehammer. Open up footlockers if I find them, though. Sleeping mask, running shoes. I don't know if I have an opportunity to use the magnifying glass right now, so I'm gonna go for the sledgehammer. I think it works on every trunk, and I've only opened one so far with a lock, so now everyone I find I can just open for free. And by free I mean for all that money I just spent, but hopefully I find more and it's not a waste. My key. We do not want dead ends. If I use the passageway, I lose all of my gems. Where are all these classrooms? They said they were added to the pool. I'll do the boudoir just to not spend all those gems right now. But I should probably be worried about the classrooms too, because the classrooms might all be dead ends, which would be its own problem. I wish I could hear this. Is the turntable on but with no radio, with no stereo, with no record on it? It's spinning and the needle looks down, but I think there might not be a visible record on it. It's black and hard to see, so because whether or not there's actually a record. Ooh, okay. I would like to keep getting the observatory, but I don't want to keep spending my gems. But this is a form of progress, so I should try to keep making it stronger. I don't know. It's hard to make the right choices. Alright, gem. Okay, the numbers that there was numbers where I thought there was just a streak of previous ones, but it's actually 2 of the previous ones adding up on top of each other. A pair of chests has been added to the entrance hall. That's great. And +1 diamond, so I got my diamond back. Okay, that makes it a little harder to predict what each day's reward is going to be, unless you memorize the entire book. Yeah, I was wondering about that. It jumps from 5 to 7, but 6 is 2 plus 4. That is still harder to predict because you don't know which things are going to add together. They could have added 1 and 5, but yeah, it's 2 plus 4. So I do get another chance of there being 2 chests in the front room. I was sad that I didn't get to redeem that before. Oh, this is the tiger tier room. The way that I'm starting to memorize these little douchebag rooms that have ruined my life a little bit. Alright. A classroom. Once again, costs 1, and it has an exit. Okay, that's good. I was worried the classrooms would stop having exits. Grade 2. Still infinity up there. Mathematics, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. They use the same colors that the other puzzle had. I guess this really spells it out if you couldn't figure it out in the other room when I kind of did explain it. Planet and plane. I have this one already. Wait. Oh, the room south of me is still blank, and I was like, wait, what's going on? Right, I figured out Tiger and Tier when I wasn't in the room, and didn't remember where they would be. Okay. So Tiger and Tier is filled in for the observatory. Added that to my list. Get that apple. Okay, so they use colors instead of symbols, which is weird because of all those symbols over there, but whatever. Yeah. So we know how this works. As long as we keep track of the colors. Blue, yellow, pink, purple. I don't feel the need to solve it all right now, because I can't put it in anywhere. Fulmric. Got a B-. Rob got an F, 5 out of 12, damn. Look at the colors. Did they just add everything up or something? They did give all these 4s. But I wonder what they base that on? I wonder what they're... I don't really want to solve how they're misinterpreting these. Jenny W, B-. Penelope, B+, okay. Different handwritings and all that. Fun details. This one doesn't really... I solved the previous worksheet, but this one's just math, and we already know how the math works. But now the room coming out of this, I can re-roll multiple times using the classroom. I have 5 redraws? Because every room that counts as one of those? Does this count as one? The observatory? I know this classroom does. And this conference does, and the library... Did the conference? The library did. I can see the compass. Not to be confused with the other compass. Okay, so I can do 5 redraws. Jeez. We want something less dead-endy if we can. Drawing room's decent. I would rather go left, but... the drawing room costs a gem, though. Yeah, security goes north, so maybe I'll leave that open. Let's do the billiards room. trying not to spend all my gems because I need the gems for the stage and stag. That one's easy. Where am I? Right over here. There we go. Do a little math. 20 plus 12 is 32. Minus 10 is 22. Minus 8 is 14. 5, 6, 9. Minus 3 is 6 again. Times 3 is 9. Wait. So 6 plus 3 minus 3 is still 6. 6 times 3 is 18. Okay. Lost my place a little bit. 5 plus 11 is 16. No minuses. 16 times 2 is 32. 32 divided by 1 is 32. 32 divided by 4 is 8. 8? Yes. No. Yes. Yeah, because 5 would be... Yeah, because 8 times 5 would be 40. For a moment, it just sounded wrong. 2 keys! Okay, so we can keep going, at least, from that perspective. They taunted me once with there being something on this counter, and now there's never something on this counter just to make me feel insane. I keep wondering if these colored darts are going to matter, but those are just the 2 teams, I believe. The dark room. I don't have it yet, right? No. Yeah, I don't have the power thing. I do have a lot of steps, so I could place the dark room, but then go all the way down and try to generate the power thing downstairs. Let's put the dark room down and then not go in. Wait, I gotta go in to make it go dark. Okay, so now it's dark. I'll come back here once I turn the power on to nullify the dark room for being a dick. We have a lot of steps right now, so I can pretty reasonably walk back. 2 coins, which I don't think is enough to spend on anything. No. Magnifying glass is reasonably cheap, probably because it's just not that useful most of the time. Back in security, still don't have access to a key card. Right? Right. If I got 1 room deeper, I would have had access to the meal. Oh well. Actually, do I even have the dining room yet? I was mixing it up with the other type of room. Alright, I'm hoping something really cool is here. So I get to open these for free. A special key? No, it's not. Yes, it is. And a gem, I think? Okay. And a lot of money. Not a ton of steps, though. We'll see. The code check, we're trying not to do that. The showroom, luxury items for sale. It's probably too expensive to buy, though, is the concern. I don't want to spend all my gems. Pantry. Give me classrooms to generate. A bit more money, though. Oh, that's really bad. I need to go left. Redraw. Oh, that sucks. The breaker box would be nice to play, but we don't want to do it right now because it'll close off so much real estate. But the gymnasium costing steps also sucks. But it's better than not going anywhere. So I have 36. Am I going to go down to 34 or go down to 33? 33. You lose 3. You lose 1 the normal way and then 2 for that. Stairs and stars. Okay, that one's it. Now we have the first 4 ranks. The entire bottom 20 of these are all filled in. What does it say? Nothing? There might be a code or a rearranging of letters in some way. Or... yeah, I don't know. The letters so far are... I'm gonna go left to right here. C, C, S, G, S, C, T, R, C, P, P, S, B, B, C, D, P, F, P, S. So obviously those don't sound like words. They said about like there being this many letters in the sentence or whatever, the 44 part, but like none of these words in the first place start with vowels. They're not those kinds of words, and that means that none of these have there's no vowels anywhere, which means it's not really words overall. So not sure what to make of that yet. So there might be a code. You might decode this in some way, or there might be instructions of some way, or some kind of code you put in somewhere. It could be the equivalent of like the secret, like the puzzle you do at the end of Myst or something like that. Alright, I gotta spend the gem for the courtyard, or I just straight up just dead end this entire half of the map. Brutal. I'd love to put the terrace down to not have to spend on the courtyard, but it's not the option right now. A metal detector. It's fine to get. I'd rather have the shovel right now for that. Right, so I have a sledgehammer and a metal detector. I hope going south gives me a really good dead end room. Did I play? I did place the nursery, so this will give me, the bunks will give me a lot of steps. Could be worse. 2 keys. Because the bunker room always gives me 2 identical items to play on the twins. What did I say for this? Oh, dessert and desert. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. We're doing something. Now I just gotta keep seeing if I can get hallways or straightaways to make my way through here. I think the West Wing Hall is always over here. I don't know, it seems like a free inclusion. A little coin. God, this is why I'm paranoid about missing them. They can be so small. I'm almost breaking through. Once again, I do want to place this breaker box to get access to the dark room, so it's a little rough, but this is a really bad place to put it. I want straightaways so I can spread out and gain more access to the left side of the map in the part we've actually been going to so far. Silver key, what to do again? The room with many doors. We don't want that. We just want a room that goes forward. So it's not that useful compared to a normal key right now. Okay, good place to put the corridor, which is always unlocked, which means the next door will also be safe, thank God. This is a new room for me. Bath. Vial. Water. Tub. Tincture. Cork. Vial. Sample. Vaccine. Corked. Pale. Bath, bathing, dip. Draft? Isn't that like a G-R-A-U-G-H-T? I don't think I'd be able to turn that into a bath word though. Sample. Simmer. Relax. Damn, I don't have anything for this one. Alright, fine. Any gems? Gems don't show up in the metal detector. Gotta be careful. Still a bad place to put the breaker box. But the patio costs a gem. But lets me keep going. And it puts gems in green rooms. So the courtyard will have a gem on the way back, but only that one, which isn't great. Ugh. Let's just do the breaker box. I made it this far. I'll be able to access the door at security and the dark rooms if I put the breaker box down. I don't want to spend the gem that it's the only one I have left because I want to keep one going so that I can hopefully... Here, so I don't have to deal with this ever again because that was a one-off puzzle. That's good to know. Alright, so I turned the dark room back on and the garage on. The gymnasium is off, so I can place that without it hurting me now, because that one doesn't change after you place it. So yeah, the darkroom light basically gets tripped when you walk in, you can just power it back on. Alright, so I should be able to flip security to get through the other door too. Rain and grain. 6 rooms up. Rain and grain would be G. Alright, so 1, go south to the courtyard. Watching my steps go down. So this is all a dead end ultimately, but it did mean that we got to spend a bunch of rooms that won't count towards other stuff. Oh, the gymnasium won't hurt me anymore. That's also nice. And we can pretty safely just head forward through the hallway now. So I continue until I hit security. Here it is. So now we want security to be as high as possible because it's been turned off. So all of the security doors are unlocked. Ta-da! And that means this one should open. They love to hit me with dead ends. Launder currency. I don't really know what that means. It might mean send money to the next run, maybe? Kitchen, food for sale, but it's a dead end. Guest bedrooms also. You pricks. So rude. So none of these let me turn right. This one just gives me steps right now, versus this gives me money steps later. I don't want to spend the gems. Trying to have the gems. Let me keep the gems. Hello. Damn, these are sneaky. Speaking of rooms where I might miss the secret. A compass. Alright, so that gave me a lot more steps. I have a lot of money for the commissary right now. Magnifying glass. Yeah, for the dark room. We want that. And sleeping mask for more steps. Yeah, so sleep mask will give me 5 steps for every bedroom I enter it with. That I haven't entered yet, since I got the sleeping mask. So it still counts. for future ones. In fact, this one might count. Yes, even this one counts. Okay, that's a lot more steps that are going to be coming my way then. Especially if I ever have to backtrack. I got the two... Yeah, I went and got the two chests back there. Look at my inventory, how full things are getting. Hopefully I can generate cool stuff now. Please give me more classrooms. So your room has a different layout than the previous one. I can actually access this, but it doesn't open. Okay. Please just hide gems around the room for me. I'm begging you. Hide valuable gems in your children's classroom for my benefit. Alright, so now we're in the dark room, and it should not turn back off, because we've done this before, I believe. Yeah. What's it say? Green memos found in Hartley's room are always false. There's more rules? Okay. Oh, blue memos are true. Alright, so green memos found in Hartley's room are always false. Who is Hartley? Also, what a face this guy's making. Fuck, what the fuck did he just say to me? Hartley's room. I need to, like, figure out the staff, I think, and nail that all down. This might be information I already have, I'm just bad at keeping track of it sometimes, because there's so many names involved. Some of these look like almost like photographs, and this guy looks really cartoony. I wonder if some of them are based on photos of real people, but he's just based on like the 3D model they had on hand or something. HS. Another print of Ladyship. This should be Sinclair. Okay, can we look at this? 1128. Okay, 11:28 and a heart. And that might just be the combination. Yeah, you can't zoom any closer on that. I bet that's it. Ah, that's the thing I was hoping. Ooh, gem. Any suspicious details? They really struggled with this photo for a while. But I don't see what I would fixate on here. I need to revisit who the characters' names are that I know so far. It's a bit of a struggle for me. But knowing who Hartley's room is could be really important. And I don't necessarily know whose room it is because I bet it's like the servants' quarters or whoever. But it's like it's whoever's last name is Hartley. Okay, so this is Fan and Flan. Where am I? Fan and Flan, F. Okay, so I'm ready to probably open the lock at the front door if I can just get back there again. Let's investigate this one because it has the best chance of going down to here to a dead end. Oof. Regular key, I have a lot of these still. I want to spend the gem on the patio. Let's get the closet for the 2 items. Could be gems. Isn't. Okay. Plain and Pain. Yeah, I got that one a while ago. There's a classroom. That creates a dead end, fuck. Oh, that's a run-ending game, dead end. Right? Yeah, there's nowhere else to go if I pick that one. Ugh, damn you. Okay, this would open things up more, but this would let me go north without causing problems. So I don't want to permanently lose my ability to see what my options are when I'm trying to place my classrooms intentionally. So losing access to my own hand would be bad. We are down to the wire here. A gem! Oh, I can make 3 classrooms. Just give them to me now. I'm ready. Beer? Paint? Stein? Mug? Pail? Tint? Paint. Pint. Paint and pint. Okay, there we go. Oh, this map's getting pretty filled in now, damn. I definitely still have some gaps in the past that I haven't filled in, and I also just haven't been to most of the top of the map since I unlocked this mechanic. I mean, it technically was always there, but I didn't know what I was looking at yet. This almost looks like it could be a series of like letters or things, but I don't know what to do with that. Not yet. Also just like a homeowner who just loved puzzles, so everything's gonna look like puzzles. Alright, so we permanently can't fill those 2 in, unfortunately. I really want to... So I want something that can go left and right here. So I'm hoping this is locked, because I want to use the silver key to unlock it so that I can get a left and a right turn, hopefully. Yes! So I want something that lets me go left and right. No. Woof. Okay, this isn't great. Chamber of Mirrors would be unsolvable right here. The weight room making me lose half my steps would really suck, although I am probably never going south ever again. The dining room is down there, which would give me some more steps, but overall not the worst. I would still have like 20 steps, which isn't the worst ever. And I think I haven't even made some of the rooms that generate food, technically. And I'm trying to generate classrooms, which always seem to have an apple in them, so maybe losing half my steps isn't the worst if it gives me left and right. Chamber of Mirrors just doesn't work at all. It just ends my run. Great Hall also ends my run. I don't have the keys for it. So it's just a matter of, do I want to use the dice here? But I could use the dice later when I'm genuinely going to die. So let's use the weight room and just be sad about it. And now there's a dining room food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 steps away to get food that probably heals you for 20, and then I have to spend all of it getting back up here, so it's useless to me, basically. Unless I, for some reason, go in that direction. And it's 2 keypads, which means they're both unlocked now. That's good. Hose, and what is that? House. That's us. That's here, isn't it? Yeah, hose and house. Okay. And pretty filled in. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 remaining blanks out of 44. We're pretty far, actually. The one on the right is smaller, so let's go there first for some reason. Classroom's not the worst. It still gives me access. More gems in the wine cellar, but it's a dead end. Archives is bad. Yeah, let's do the classroom, but it's gonna make it a little harder to fill it all in one go. My options are becoming limited. This is a really upsetting classroom format where you're just forced to look forward at the person in front of you, unless you're, I guess, unless you're specifically working as teams. Are they being used as impromptu science tables? I guess that makes sense. The science worksheet. Use the elements below to form answers to each question. What? WAT ER. Yeah, I guess that. That's not H2O. This isn't what these are used for. What the fuck? H2O in a solid state is called ice. ICE. H2O in a gaseous state is called air, I guess. Steam, right. Well, I don't know why I said that. STEAM. Weird. That's not... What kind of weird nonsense is happening here? That's not what elements are for random arbitrary spelling. Is anything different? Science is fun. Fluorine, uranium, and nitrogen. Stop spelling things with element names. Teardrop? That's funny. Yeah, I should see it's got water. Oh. Seeing them all try. H2O in a gaseous state is called Mr. Peterson. Disrespectful. See me after class. Damn. Gas. G-A-S. Oh, A-A-S. Wait, G... That's not even a letter that's on here, right? Huh. Anyway. Crown Crow. Crown Crow. Yep, that's it. Alright, that's another classroom. And now I can draw a crazy number of redraws, hopefully. I don't know if I assume it keeps building even higher. It didn't say that it's like a pool. I use a key, but I have keys. I definitely want to unlock the crazy 7 lock door at some point, but it's going to be hard. Maid's chamber's a dead end, walk-in closet's dead. I want to... I'm so sorry. I know I need to place the walk-in closet, but making it hard for me. I guess and these cost gems. I want a classroom. Does the classroom always face the same direction? I went here and it went right, and then I went here and it went left. Okay, so the classroom is probably... I think if I redraw a classroom, it'll work out for me. I don't want to spend the gems here because I want the classrooms. This will dead end me, this will dead end me, and this just gives me the same power of the classroom, but weaker right now. The classrooms are actually stronger. Okay, the kitchen lets me buy food. Costs a gem. That sucks. No. A mail room? With this many redraws, it should not be possible to fuck this up. The study, okay. The aquarium technically lets me keep going, but it costs a gem. That's bad. Just give me a classroom that turns right. An office costs 2 gems. Maid chamber again. Are we out of classrooms? How do I have the maid chamber again? I guess it's random. It's not like it draws to the deck in order. That's bad. I might have to give in and take the pool. It makes the classroom stronger going forward, I guess. But I lose a whole gem. Are there any gems down here? You betcha there aren't. Man, let me place my classrooms. Okay, so grain and flame? No. Fire. Wheat and heat. Wheat and heat. Okay. That's a W. Oof. That door doesn't exist for now. Have I ever been on all 3 sides of the room yet to see if that makes it open finally? Maybe not. Classroom that lets me turn the right direction. That's a good sign. The pump room. I want the pump room. I want to drain the damn thing. Do I do it? It's free, so I'll have one more room going forward. I think I'll do it. I'm gonna go back that way still. I'm gonna regret this, I bet. Okay. This puzzle's kind of a pain in the ass, but I might as well do it. If I drained the pool, we're gonna have to refill the pool to do much of anything, because I'm trying to drain the fountain. Okay, so pool. Pool is 6. 6 is attached to pump 4. No, this way? There's been another tank over here the whole time. Let's see. So I think I want to refill tank 1 as best as I can without draining tank 6 anymore. And tank 1 is attached to 5 and 3. The aquarium, oh no. And the greenhouse. Tank 2 is attached to tank 4. And okay, so 1 and 2. So send it in there. Try to drain the fountain. Okay. Then put all that in the pool. It's a bit of a process thinking through how this whole mess works. Back to the fountain. So this is how they control it. Only one thing is active at a time. Otherwise, this things would be flowing in and out of multiple things at the same time and be really confusing. Although it would be faster if you were doing it right. So I can't fully drain the fountain yet because the pool is now full. Actually, maybe I can. How much is going to be left? But there's this tank here that you can somehow fill too, yeah. It contains 6. Fountain has a little left. The kitchen could still be emptied. Kitchen is number 4. 4 is attached to tank 2. Let's just flip this over. Okay. The fountain is officially empty. I don't remember why I want kitchen to gain or lose money, water. Draining the aquariums just seems mean. Because you're killing the fish, so let's not do that. Reservoir, I don't know if that affects anything, like if there's a water level somewhere tied to that. Greenhouse, losing water sounds bad because it's the greenhouse? I don't know. I don't have context for a lot of these spots yet. But the big thing is I want to drain the fountain because we've seen it, and it's taunting me at the beginning of the game continuously, so I would just like it to be empty, and now it's empty. So I'll find out at some point later if that matters. And then I'll have context for the other choices later too, I guess. guess I should just throw the lavatory here so that it stops coming up everywhere else, because it sucks, but it's just a dead end. Do I even want to look at it to see if it has an item in it? I think it never does. I think it's never worth the steps. It'll cost me 2. It's already going to cost me 1, 2, 3 to get back. I don't know how much more steps I'll get. What does it say? That's sage? I can't tell what the other one is. Is it a window? Page? Could be sage and page if it's a page of paper. But I can't really see it from here, so I'm not really trusting that. I don't have a ton of steps, so I don't really want to burn through them when I have the rest to go, and I don't know if I'll find more food. I think I'm gonna not walk in there right now. Does the diagram say how to fill this guy up? Gonna put the pool water in that. It only contains 6. Is there a third tank? The reserve tank. It doesn't say what the reserve tank is attached to. Huh. There's no controls on that thing. Interesting. It's unclear how that works, yeah. Let's see. Unfortunately, the pool is filled back up, so I'm no longer going to get $4 from that every time I see it. Until I fill it back up again. We're on a bit of a mission. Yeah, this makes me lose steps, doesn't it? No, the weight room made me lose steps when I generated it. So I'm thankfully not going to lose any right now. I think we're now... There's nowhere to go but this corner. So I can try to make these remaining steps count as best as I can. Let's see. I find it a little weird that they have you press tab to look... they have you press tab to look at your map. Like, are you really gonna place these without looking at your map? Like, the more I play this game, I don't see myself ever being like, yeah, I trust myself. I know how the layout's going right now. I'll be fine. I'm always like, no, I need to see it. Tomorrow you start the day with 20 extra steps. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, that's handy. But yeah, here's a classroom. It's my goal, but oh my god, if generating this classroom makes the rest of the game a hallway that I have to perfectly do, which is not great, but this is my goal, and redrawing, I have no idea what I'll get from that. At least the classroom will give me the ability to redraw. But unless they give me a gem, I won't be able to afford another classroom. So I have to come up with other stuff to draw. 2 more steps again. Geography worksheet. Ugh. So that's not our countries. Yeah, identify each realm. Oh, there it is. Arch Aries, Orinda Aries, Araya, Nuance, and Feather Nuance. Or Further Nuance. Wait, that's really funny. Further Nuance. Fenmora, Vaya, Momora, Mora, and Dauja. So we must be on Mora because it's the one with continents. The Isles of Orsi. So they have completely different countries and planets than we do. Moravan, Vera, Morajai, the Green Tree, the Great Tress. Pororica, Saija. So I think, so only the Great Tress refers to, ooh. Oh. Oh, you can zoom in. So the Great Tress is a body of water, but these other bold words are regions, I think. The North Circle. There's a whole path going down here. The South Key. The key to what, though? Do you have mysteries on you? There's an 8. Yeah, it's visible. Rot. Rotation. 46 degrees. That's weird that they drew the orbit like that. Like they're all gonna, like all the planets are gonna collide with the sun. They think that all planets are slowly orbiting towards the sun. These guys have chests. There's symbols behind this guy. Good time to have the magnifying glass. She's got bats? No, a bat and a vulture. Orosphere, third era. So 6 chests. So this is not the same thing as the 7 envelopes that we had reference to. Are those the kingdoms? We have a flag in the previous worksheet for the mountain and the heart and the hourglass. There's a bunch more here. The Seeker of Signs. Is that like a Thomas Edison-ass, like, kite with a key? Electricity test? Astronomer. It really gives you the impression they developed a whole ass culture for this game. What are they all waiting for up here? Are they attending the royal family? The devoted circle. The devoted moon. The rogue moon. Devoted orbit. 24 hours. Their moon goes around their planet every 24 hours? That has to be them not thinking that their Earth spins, right? Maybe not. But they have a rogue moon. They have a moon going around their own moon. A lot of figures up here. It looks like meeting of an indigenous people. How'd that go? Any weird details hiding? That's so much map to potentially look at in those terms. A little scary. A little scary to fixate on. You guys do a bad job. 4 out of 7. Oh, they have to use the icons. I hope this isn't a political statement. What does that mean? Five out of 7, Patricia. 5 out of 7, Artie Anders. I don't know if I'm ready to... This one doesn't even have a score. It has a letter grade, not a number. I don't think I'm ready to do this right now. I'm immediately exhausted looking at this and trying to be like, oh, well, this has half of them right, and that one has half of them right, and then trying to figure out which ones match up mathematically. That's a lot of process elimination where no one's that close to being right. That's a bit rough. Do I have this one? No. Boat and bat. That's pretty easy. So that's B. And we'll just see how the RNG works going forward. How many classrooms I can place in this run. I'm class maxing. These are all dead ends. So that's bad. +1 key for every bedroom in the house. Nice, but Why? Sauna, dead end. A gem. 3 gems. I want to place the vault to, like, even if I can't use the money, it'd be nice to just unlock it because it might cause something to change, but 3 gems just to get it. Am I in trouble? Is there nothing left in the deck that I can place right now that'll let me turn left without a gem? I need a gem, guys. Give me a gem. Sell me gems. I have so much ability to redraw too. Can't do the laboratory. The mailroom, the kitchen, the office. The music room. 1 major key and 1 minor key. That's very funny. And that's a rare one I've never seen before, I'm pretty sure, but I can't place it. This might be it. There might be nothing in the deck. The office in the vault. There's nothing that I can replace. And redrawing the music room. The maid's chamber. Oh my god, on the last redraw, I want the wine cellar's gems, but it would end the run. And the maid's chamber means I'm less likely to find gems now on the floor. So it's not great for me. 10 more steps though, yay. Plane and flame, fire, flyer, fly, lantern, propeller, air, glow, flow, fly, fire, fire, burn, oil. Ooh. Soar, scorch, store, soar, and score. No. No, it's not coming to mind. Damn. Okay. Mila. Anything to detect in here? Really need a gem game, please. There should be stuff in the pail, since she's grabbing everything, cleaning it up. Oh, we need a key. Okay, I have a key. The study is a dead end. I can't draw anything with gems. Alright, my deck is fucked, isn't it? I get 1 redraw. Yeah. Well, we tried. I accomplished some stuff. I did drain the water. I got 4 classrooms. That's kind of something. And this will give me 20 steps next time. So at least there's that. Man, I made this level long, didn't I? Coins. I was like, if they gave me a fucking gem in this room, I would want to scream. The card. All right, well I didn't need it anyway, so it's fine. Yeah, no rooms connect to either of these pockets. Okay, well next turn I get to commit to my shovel plan unless something else comes up. And I have 20 extra steps. And I get to see what's in the fountain. So that'll be good. That's fine. Yeah. Commissary. The coat check's still full, so there's no reason to go there. I might as well go back and get my meal out of spite. For all I know, one of these dinners might have, like, an important item inside of them eventually. Like the way that you would hide a key inside of your cake or something. Yeah, I got 4 grades down, I'm pretty sure. That's something. Me agonizing over that, I think, made this a pretty slow episode. Running shoes. Whoa. I don't know of any reason to not spend my money. And it's even made cheaper. But there's no way to keep these, I don't think. Man, I have so many items. The compass, the metal detector, sledgehammer, coupon books, running shoes, key card, sleeping mask, magnifying glass. And that's with me having already spent a silver key and some other stuff. Oh, it's a pizza. It's a wood-fired pizza. 10 steps if you have a furnace. Where are these? I never have these rooms. Nice reward, though. You didn't even finish the pizza. Wow. I mean, I can't finish a pizza. I don't know why I'm judging you. But also, I'm judging you. And I want you to know that about me. Yeah, it's... It's not quite as satisfying as getting a better classroom streak, but damn, yeah, you need a lot of gems for that. Also, this episode got really long. Whoops. An academic inn. 4 classrooms and a library, and then 7 bedrooms. Still, they said they put 8 in my deck. I don't even know what happens if you get a late. I guess there's just the fact that it keeps escalating the narrative of them going up through the grades. That's kind of neat. But I definitely was wondering if something happens if you get them all. And maybe you do, but it seems hard. Maybe if I get more mining done, I can get more classrooms placed because I'll have a better starting pool. But then you need to be able to draw a lot of cards too. Like just a combination of like maybe abuse every single classroom to then draw the next classroom as fast as possible. Because since they can draw so many times. It was a comical number of reloads that made it really obvious that I just was out of cards altogether. Womp womp.